get to that.
Remind me? Oh yeah, and we still need to also do because we need to do whatchamacallit. We need to do Bandy. We need to do um the DLC of Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I forgot the new Bendy game release.
It just released so quietly. Nobody paid attention to that.
you know a game's underrated when
I
people
think
don't talk about
because I think because Bendy the Dark Revival existed as a game. So when they announced it for PlayStation, people weren't like super like wow about it, you know?
Wait, let me look at the scores for that game real quick.
You do that?
I'm just checking it right now and see how much it. View scores. Everyone says it's a optimistic. Open Critic says it's a 72%. Steam says it's 9 out of 10. And overall, it seems to be a good game. And I'm pretty sure Dark Revival is a prequel.
I wouldn't know.
Oh,
Pretty sure it's
so if I remember correctly, we came back from meeting the Fates or the Norns.
Basically, the fates
Let us leave this place.
of the whatchamacallit, the Aesir fates, basically.
And you see the huge difference. The Sisters of Fate in Greece, they control you. And this is like we just or guess.
We're going to guess what you say, and then you have to figure out later.
Now, not to be that guy, but
That tree.
Well,
Yes.
isn't that interesting?
Mimir said that's better. I'm pretty sure when you get out of frozen waters into a blizzard, you're not exactly better.
What is this?
Me
That's the
personally,
noose,
no.
brother. The one Odin hanged himself with. As part of his endless mad quest for secrets of life and death and what have you.
Why does this
are
man
you
have
doing?
such swole legs?
It's a charged object, significant to Odin. Perhaps
I just found a website where I can get like these cool T-shirts and stuff like that, and I might pick one up. But I also want to get some
Brother.
other stuff.
What they said about the boy?
Will not happen.
Oh, I agree.
It will not
Let
happen.
me see. Let me check.
My man said it will not
Of course we
happen.
bloody won't.
Period.
The question is how. You wouldn't seriously consider killing Heimdall, would you?
I will do what I must.
I totally
Is that
would.
all?
I mean, the guy has given me every reason to do so. So
I grant you that he's a spiteful, vicious little shit.
As a man who doesn't openly condone killing,
If we have the chance
are we talking
I'd
about
say
me or
he
Kratos?
deserves it the most.
we shouldn't hesitate.
Well,
Considering
no.
his powers
Kurt
and foresight
refuses
alone,
to
that
kill.
is
He
a
doesn't
gift
refuse to
of
kill.
mountainous
He only kills
size.
if he feels like it's necessary in this game.
In this game, anyway.
Yeah, this game specifically. Every other game, he's like, nah, if you're gonna get in my way, you get to die.
My man said, "Let them suffer."
Zeus is all that matters. You could tell from that point, all his rage was driven to Zeus only.
If you really think about it, this man's entire
Even
like
supposing we're all
warpath,
perfectly
or
comfortable
his whole
with
life was due to
assassination,
vengeance.
and I, for
Pretty
one, am
much.
a mite rusty at that measure. We've got no way to reach Heimdall, and no way to kill him.
Because I'm pretty sure, literally,
Gods greater than
when
hell.
they were,
I don't doubt that, brother. But it's
I don't doubt that in any way, shape, or form.
He said,
Neither
"I
do I.
God's more greater than." I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt it.
hardly my point.
I'm pretty sure we had a conversation at some point where we said what would happen if Zeus, if God of War 3 Zeus met Odin from God of War Ragnarok, and everyone in that conversation was like, my dude, that is not a fight. Like that is legit not a fight. Zeus would mop the floor with him.
Like the thing is, like Zeus, yeah, not Zeus. I mean,
I think
Odin,
we're
like,
missing
yeah,
the
he
Owen's
can, like,
message
use
here.
manipulation.
We've all got our
Yeah, why do
Once-
you think
has
Odin has Thor
I do not.
why do you think Odin has Thor constantly he keeps him depressed and sad and drunk and everything because he knows damn well that he can't beat him in a fight. If Thor got serious, in a fight with Odin, he would totally win.
Tend to change.
Man has literally all
about
the
that.
power at his disposal,
Why
but this
should
man is literally suffering from
Apparently
depression.
my tendency is to...
From his own father, mind you.
I don't need you to comfort
And granted, he's still kind of grieving
Neither
that
of
his
you.
2 sons are
Their
dead.
accusation was cruel. None of us
me.
believed.
The truth can be a cruel thing. Anyone care to argue with that?
Depends how you sugarcoat it.
All this fate had many causes. Prophecy among them.
How do you mean, brother?
There are many tales in my homeland of those who fulfilled prophecy by attempting to avoid it.
You do realize what Kratos just said.
It's a bit low for me, but
He mentioned
turn
something
off
about
that.
Greece, the Sisters of Fate.
He said, from my homeland, I have had many people who actually, confronted their fate by avoiding it. And I'm like, one often meets his destiny on the journey he takes to avoid it.
It was when Freya tried to protect Balder. And so it was when I accused my son of going to Asgard.
Then we agree. It'd be
Yo,
foolish
when
to
Kratos
go
walked
after
out of the portal and looked at Atreus dead in the eye and said, "Where have you been for 2 days?" I legit backed away from the
How can
screen.
you say that, knowing what you
I was like,
know?
he just came out the
Because
portal,
if
just
Heimdall
told
is a
again,
threat
like,
to my son,
what have you been
I
doing?
must
Where have you
act.
been going? What is going
your
on?
nature.
You were not home for 2
Well
days,
played,
what were you
Norns.
doing? I'm sorry, what do you say at that scenario? Besides you have to back down.
Hunting? No.
No. I don't even know, like...
Let us find a gateway.
I
Return
mean, I've
home.
seen runs of this game where
Consider
people,
our plans.
I've seen people talk about, like, how they'll do, like, the whole game,
Listen,
including
brother,
side missions
before
at
you
the
make
same
any
time as they're
hasty
doing the
decisions,
main story.
why don't you
So,
blow off a
when they
little
finish the game,
I'm sure there
they
was some
finish the
loose
game, there's
end
no
we meant
loose ends to
circle
tie
back
up.
Give your mind a little
I'm
time
like,
to process everything.
That's fine, and
I
all,
suspect
but you know how
there's
long this
unfinished
gonna
business
take?
here at the lake. So, I'm certainly happy to
Can we
spend
talk
time
real quick
somewhere
about how
other
this
than
game
Midgard.
literally
It's your
tells
choice,
you?
brother.
Have you noticed that this game literally tells you that side missions are a thing? Like, it keeps telling you. Like, every time you try to do something in this game, the game is like, it's like, you do know that we have other things we could be doing.
Yeah, everyone will straight up tell you is like, oh yeah, the main mission is this. My taste is points. The main mission will tell you.
I'm swinging the blades of chaos.
I'm still mad. Look at all these points that were not earned.
You are not dropping that anytime soon, are you?
I will not. You know how I play. I play with honor, and I start from the beginning to end.
Yo, which game was it? When you were like, when everyone was like, "Where's the honor?"
It was For Honor. It was Remix talking about For Honor.
Wasn't that ironic?
Yo.
The game that literally is called For Honor, and it lacks that very word.
It really is. Not the amount of time. I can tell you, bro. Like, imagine this.
strike true.
There's a brawl. It's basically 2v2. You have like 1v1s on each side,
Their
right?
deaths
Brawl.
will be
Right.
painless.
Yo, you defeat one, or
That'll
like
hurt
basically
'em.
your teammate goes down. The 2 people are like, "Hey, you thought we were
May
gonna
it
do a
strike
1v1?
true.
Nah, it's a 1v2. Let's
No,
end the
this is
brawl
a
and let's-"
jumping.
Their
This
deaths
is a
No,
will be
jumping.
here's the
painless.
thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The moment you defeat their partner, they will
That'll
run
hurt 'em.
away. They're like, "Hey, I don't want to do it." you know?
May it strike
They
true.
turn around and run for their very life. Like,
My man said, "Yo, I don't want the smoke."
Their deaths will be
Oh,
painless.
here's a good thing about For
Ish.
Honor. If you try to
Anything for
nah,
Freya?
here's the thing that they
Need
do. They
something?
know that like, hey, you're trying to run. Nah, we're gonna drain your stamina bar.
Oh yeah, because everything costs stamina in that game.
No, the thing is like sprinting doesn't cost stamina for some reason, but for like and For Honor, like if you try to run away from your opponent, the game will actually like drain your stamina. It's indicating that like you must fight your opponent or else you will suffer with no stamina.
Now tell me of this power
Imagine.
Heimdall wields.
You said you try to run?
Sees the
Nah,
future.
big fella.
More like
Face your
it
fears
leaves
head
a
on.
person.
What are you
Sees their
talking about? I literally
My
have nothing.
intent will be
That's
to
too
kill
bad.
him.
That's a personal
Knowing
problem.
that will be no
What?
advantage.
Brother, this is
Okay,
no
so-
one to underestimate.
so-
Any move you
So Heimdall, it's not that he can see the future. He's like, I don't know. I guess he's like the Oracle fish from Dragon Ball. Like he can't see the future. He just takes one look at you and knows what you're about to do.
That's why you
You'll
can
have
avoid
seen
it
it
so
coming.
equally
If you
and
must
easily.
face him, we need something else. An edge. Humor me?
Very well. We will ask the dwarves.
Ah, the inevitable asking of the dwarves.
I'm open to suggestions, if you have any other.
Do you wish to tell me something, Mimir?
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a moment of your time?
No.
Dear, oh dear.
Damn.
Master Kratos,
My
I
man
will
said,
speak with you.
took good look at him and said, nah, I'm good.
You're back.
You're doing well, Chief.
Simmer
You're
down,
okay.
I
We don't
see
need to
'em.
talk today.
Hang on a second. Checking something. Wow, this has only been 10 minutes?
Well, what did you think it was gonna be?
Anyway. I totally forgot that Sindri has abandoned on his
I
head.
have news.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Did the
he
Norns
just
tell you how to
recently
get
put
Atreus
that
back?
on as
Do we have
well
a
after the
plan?
whole incident.
The Norns say Atreus will be killed by Heimdall. The plan is to kill Heimdall first.
oh, wow. Okay, Heimdall.
For those who don't
Let's see.
know, I'm
Never
tearing up
loses,
inside
sees
from
everything
this very
coming,
image right
unpopular
now.
at parties.
You probably
This
know
won't be
why I
easy.
played.
Whatever his advantages, I will
I
overwhelm him with
definitely
my
know.
own.
That's the idea. You gotta
We're not there yet, so
overpopulate
let's
his
continue going.
senses, see? And I got just the thing in mind to help you do it. Sindri, go get Dropnir.
Dropnir? But we need it. Our supplies.
Oh, we got plenty. And to spare.
Even if we did, Dropnir's no weapon. Why would a... Oh. You mean we combine it with...
That's right.
And then when he... It'll go... Damn you, that's brilliant. Very well.
Hang on a
I
second.
suppose there's nothing to do, but...
Uh-huh.
Go fetch Dropnir.
When they say drop near, are they referring to the ring? I don't know if they're referring to that. It's been a while since I played this game.
Wait.
Dropnir. I bloody knew these two had nicked it. And Odin blamed me for it disappearing.
They stole Dropnir.
We didn't steal nothing. We just ungifted what never should have been gifted in the first place.
I keep forgetting how fucking tall this man is.
He is a giant.
Help me kill Heimdall.
Never you mind all that. It's a fucking surprise. We're artistes.
But to even store Dropnir, you'd need...
A secret room?
You were saying?
Have you ever been to a house that has secret entrances?
So now you intend to kill Heimdall. Violence cannot prevent violence.
I have.
Surprisingly, yes.
Thought you understood that.
I went
It was like a
to...
long time ago for a school trip.
We had like this tour, but when I say tour, not a school tour, just, you know, me and the family. and
I got you.
and at some point, you know, like one of the tour guides was like, oh, by the way, did you know that this mansion has like a shitload of hidden like Easter eggs and stuff like that? And I'm like, really? And he's like, observe. And I think he like pulled one of the books from the shelf, and the book was actually like tied to like a chain and everything. And that releases a switch behind the library, and the entire library just, tilts sideways, and it's a door. I'm like, well, shit.
What? Can you imagine playing hide and seek in an environment like that?
Yeah, have fun.
You're not finding that person if they know the house back to front. When you think you're about to find them, they just go into a whole nother room that just apparently led downstairs.
What type of Scooby-Doo bullshit?
It's like when Fred was reading those papers and he falls backwards into like this whole mysterious room. This scene confused me, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's see
How
what
did
we
you
got.
know which one was the right one? Out of everything in here.
Well, it's tied to a rope, so I'm assuming the one tied to a rope is the original one.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you, little one.
How many are there?
Got it!
Can we talk real quick about how big his hands look when he's wearing gloves?
True.
Funny enough, Harry Potter had the exact same idea behind it. Because I'm not gonna give you the entire lore, but one of the bad guys of Harry Potter, she had her own vault in Gringotts Bank. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. And everyone was like, and the dude, who was guarding the vault, he's like, "Don't touch anything." And at first they're like, "Okay." And I think Ronald Weasley, of course, accidentally bumps into one of them in the book. In the movie, it's a totally different scenario. And, I think he drops like a cup, and suddenly the cup starts multiplying, and, it knocks down like more stuff next to it. Basically, you have a whole domino effect, and the entire vault just fills up with like, everything that has multiplied in the vault. And at first, you're like, that's not entirely bad, because now that means that you have like what, 50 more of whatever you had in the vault, right?
Right.
Yeah, what if I told you, apart from the originals, the copies are burning hot red?
What?
Yeah,
Why?
Worried about your son.
because magic.
Heimdall's a threat, not only to Atreus, but to everyone. He's Odin's left hand, and he carries the horn that begins Ragnarok. If we have the chance to eliminate him, we should.
Heimdall's eyes
like
can
your
see
fat,
everything.
because that
Wouldn't he be
bastard
able to
knows
see
your
that they're hiding in
intentions.
the road tree?
Kratos, I've never seen anyone so much as lay a finger.
Well, I
Yeah,
gathered what's fit
you
for
think,
gathering.
oh, this is where they are the entire time.
We'll have to go
Everybody,
to
kill him.
I think one of the best moments was like when Thor like literally stood right in front of him. Also, best entrance ever. My man just walked in front of Heimdall. He's like, "Knock it off," and he's like, "Yo, stop what you're doing right now, Heimdall, or things are gonna get serious." And my man's like, "How do you intend to stop me?" And Thor didn't say anything. My man just looked at him and said, "Look into my eyes and you tell me." And Heimdall immediately backed the fuck up and said, "You're sick, you know that."
find get the rest of the materials. Not to
I just
mention
remember
we'll
that one thing is like, I'm going over here now.
The lady. Oh,
The Lady of the
Oh
Lake.
yeah, it was like in that one scene in One
That's a
Punch
relief.
Man, where everyone thought Saitama was weak, and then until he started doing the laps, and doing the side steps perfectly and everything else. There was like one of them goes, I'm going home.
Kratos. Whenever you're ready.
He knew what was up, he said, you know what, it's not even worth all that, let's go home.
My man said, "There's no competition here. We're out of here."
The lady.
No
This is
idea what he's on
suicide,
about,
I ain't
brother.
about to do this again.
The Lady of the Lake, by any chance?
I know you mean well, Odin. But to be honest,
Man,
I
it's
don't
mad
like who
hot
I
in here.
became on our last adventure.
Oh, don't get
I
me
can't be
started.
around the violence that follows him.
It's not even warm outside, it's just because I'm wearing this jumper, which was supposed to keep me warm, but it's making me feel more hotter than usual, so I was like, oh gosh, I feel like I'm burning alive here.
Over here. May we talk?
No,
Going to blame us. Pardon me, I hate to impose.
shut up.
Time to go see the lady. I'll take it from here.
Oh no! This whole thing were my idea. I'll speak to the lady. I never get to speak to the lady.
There are reasons for that.
Brock will go.
What? No, no, no. I have
You
to.
heard him. Quit your Fred.
Oh my days, my man said, you will not go. Please.
What the?
Okay.
No, you pimp shrimps. Think that'll keep us out? Well, think the fuck again.
Okay
I
then.
love this character so much. I just love him so much, he's hilarious.
You know, funny.
No, just Sindri trying to hog all
You were gonna
the
say?
glory. Same old shit.
Not that. The gate. What's wrong with a bloody gate?
Most likely someone in Nidavellir been making a fuckery of the works. Probably on account of all that incursioning you got up to. But don't worry, you little dangling head. Old Brock came prepared. I got ways in and out from the old days. Gates said never even think to look for, on account of being Stupid.
Acceptable. But anyway, I was at, you know those stores that sell like everything? Like they sell hammers, machetes, chainsaws, gardening stuff. And at some point I saw that they were also selling, you know, like those big ass lumberjack axes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I legit tried to do the thing that Kratos does.
And how did it go?
Jesus.
I wanted to see if I can. Where are we?
Stop! Abandoned service tunnel, direct to the forge camp. I'll meet you up there. Go on.
Brock,
And he's gone.
Oh yeah, we have
Sure
to
he
do
was
this
the right
whole
pick for
puzzle.
this, brother?
trust him.
Did this man
It's
just?
plain.
Okay.
And yet so colorfully.
But yeah, and I was like, surely I can do the same thing that Kratos does. You know, the way he puts the axe on his back, right? Boy, was I mistaken.
Why would
It
you
was
attempt
heavy,
that in real
wasn't it?
life?
For liquor and explosives. Little on the nose for dwarven culture, isn't it?
So, how heavy was it?
I'm trying to remember this mission.
Right. Might have won that one.
We keep cooperating, maybe someday it'll be Asgard in flames.
That is not my goal.
Doesn't mean it's not your destiny.
What are you insinuating,
Why
Highness?
you
Yeah,
help?
can you please rephrase that?
Good
It
bugger.
is not my mission.
Why would he
Why are
hide
you
in
helping?
here?
He feared something in these tunnels more than he feared starving.
Hardly seems rational.
Fear seldom is.
Sometimes fear is the appropriate response. Do we not have a crouch button in this game?
No.
No, yeah, no, we don't.
Hello.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those roaming around in here.
I did not know I can do that.
Careful, brother. That wasn't flammable.
That R3 window is way bigger in this game than it is to the last one. Because if you just so much as miss 5 seconds of it, it just closes. This one, it feels like you have all the time in the world to get to it.
Everybody going strike. That is when my spot got hot. I heard somebody say burn, burn.
You'll never catch me doing that in public. At home, sure. But not in public. Here we go. See how disrespectful this is? Imagine you wake up, you've just been born, just to meet Kratos just to die. Literally 10 seconds later. How disrespectful that is.
A fortuitous oil spill.
Your fur coat's on fire. I don't care.
It's glad to meet you, Captain.
Ow, ow, ow.
Kratos. It will pass.
Man said, you're on fire. Yeah, I'm fine.
This is fine. Just used to pat it down without burning himself.
Calm and reasonable.
Poison. Right flank.
Oh no. No, stop it.
I was wondering how I can do that.
Oh, you mean the T100 or T5000?
You have to let
Are you on
The famous
2%?
one.
Are you on 2% battery?
Do not ask again.
No, I'm fine. I was just stretching.
Oh dear.
It's not his fault Atreus ran off, you know.
But now that you remind me,
Or
I
are
need
you
to go
just
check
being
something real
Brock's
quick.
champion?
You continue, I'll be right back.
There it is again. You're insinuating. You know it.
Can't the smartest man alive put it together? The giants conceal a mysterious figure who changes the fate of Ragnarok, and you're oblivious to the only rational candidate. The one who's fought wars against gods and won.
I am not your champion.
Well, we're each entitled to our opinion.
Wait, I have an idea. There we go. Can I put it back down or something?
These gates seem to be connected. See if you can break that far fixture. It's open.
I was so concerned that family convict of the whole
Hello.
statue. The whole statue. Using it to complete it. I was so stupid.
I like that idea, to be honest.
Right, he comes back.
Well, that was a
She's
bloody
like
heartier
more
foot
like
of
oh
perimeter.
yeah. Like
These
he's
won't
like
be easy tunnels for
I
the
think
dwarves
against
to
the
take back.
Because this guy said, I want to talk to... Because she was like, he's like, Calliope, I think her name was? He's like, Calliope, I am so sorry that I did this to you and stuff like that. And Calliope was like, my dude, have you seen Greece lately?
You expect me
You
to
did
lead your
humanity a
armies at
favor.
Ragnarok. That is Tyr's job, not mine.
It's plain to see Tyr's no war god anymore.
Nor am I. I have left that life behind.
Not killing gods, you haven't. Or else what are we doing in this realm? Forging this weapon? Your choice. You know where it might lead.
I am only protecting
I know. I know. And we both know the places protecting your child can take.
My girl said, you think I don't know what it's like to protect someone?
Careful! Those men are possessed by nightmares. They'll be even more dangerous until we stun them.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
You're doing this puzzle.
Yeah?
I just remember it. It's quite a weird puzzle.
It is?
For me, it was quite weird, but you probably figure out quite soon. And if you're all gonna ask, honestly, I don't know how to do it. One thing I would say about this game, it has a fair enough amount of action, adventure,
And puzzle.
and somewhat and puzzles. So it's like a good blend. You don't do too many puzzles because you want to focus on the action and leveling yourself up and exploring the story, which is fine. But there's nothing wrong with a good brain teaser here and there. Because I'm pretty much sure I had to like search up like the base of the puzzle just to get an understanding because I didn't quite get it on my own. And then once I got it, I was like, I know what to do now.
Okay, so I'm supposed to bring that over there, I'm assuming.
Something is supposed to move. I just can't remember what is supposed to move. There's a so hard to jump. I was also making sure that the dishes were done, and they were, but my sister accidentally forgot my lunchbox. And I was like, oh my goodness. Can you freeze that water? Pretty sure you can.
Nope. Okay, so we went this way. We came this way. Now we're up here. Wait, I haven't gone that way, I think.
The only way that you've known that you've been down a certain path is where, like, lack of enemies are. If they don't spawn, it means you've likely not, you've already been there and just deleted whatever was in that room at the time.
From above.
Like so.
Yep, so getting rid of these might be key. Eat them up.
Okay, that just happened.
But there was a whole glitch.
Calm and reasonable.
I think the weirdest glitch so far in this game is the front glitch as he just slides onto the table.
Where Brock just goes, not you.
Proceeds to slide onto the table. I'm like, excuse me, what just happened here?
Yo, is that
Not
the war
that there's
that
anything wrong with the disparity in size or number of limbs, say.
Nothing in the world.
Yeah, we just saw it in action. We just actually didn't have to see them blip away.
Yeah, this man said, my man said, yo, don't, it ain't the size that counts, okay? And Freya's like, I can't disagree with that.
Someone had a meme. I think Blade mentioned it before. There was a meme where there was a circle above days, it's been so long. Freya. Yeah, put a circle above Freya. Or was you who mentioned it? And someone brought it up to me again the other day when they were playing God of War, and I was like, oh my goodness, you guys, why?
Why is it you ask?
Freya looks at Curtis and she's like, why are you looking at me like that? And Curtis is like,
them out of existence twice.
And you just
He's
hear,
thinking to himself.
He's like, above Freya's head is the circle, and you just hear the dun 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 dun.
Bruh.
Oh no. I'm pretty sure there was like a whole scene in like, I'm not sure which God of War it was, but they even says kids shouldn't be watching this. Like the characters physically say that in the game. And quite frankly, they should. Because God of War is not for children. Keep that.
I mean, have you seen the previous God of Wars?
I mean, from what I've seen from what the previous God of Wars have to offer, I wouldn't say it's exactly kid-friendly now, is it?
Yo, you can
Hello.
You can kill
Bro, there's literally, yo, the chest is just out. It's out. You can see everything.
I remember when we met Queen Poseidon, I think it was. And we had to do that thing, and I showed the gay, and my man's like, you are on full display right now.
There was nothing to hide, you can see everything.
Everyone thought so.
I'm not touching that.
I can feel it.
Touch it.
Not just King Persephone, but like also like his wife.
Yeah. Yo, Aphrodite was not. I do not mean to make a pun here, but Aphrodite was not fucking around when she said I want it.
Yo, those like the.
You have to keep in mind. You have to keep in mind. Aphrodite is the goddess of beauty and love, and for ages, I guess because Mom wanted to keep it sugar coated. I thought that, you know, they meant it in the sense of like she's the goddess of, you know, beauty and the emotional relationship between two people. And then I actually Googled it, and YouTube was like, ah, fam, she the goddess of snoo snoo.
My goodness.
Bruh.
They're trying to hear all that.
And then we have to have Festus like saying, where were you, Kratos? Because like, that's a question you should ask your wife.
You have fun now.
Hey,
Yo, Imagine. Imagine this. Imagine this. Would it even be a stepson by that point? I don't know. But imagine Kratos, because he is technically Zeus's son.
Oh yeah, but he had him with a whole nother woman.
Yes,
It's
so
Kratos' mom.
so not really a stepson, would you say?
No, it'd be his. The stepson is like more like for in that case that adopted into the family,
Yeah.
or like another one into the family. But then again, it's actually his kid because he smashed in order to get. Well,
Yeah, I think
Kratos.
I think step siblings are usually from like the other sides, like side people. So, for
On the other side
example,
of the family tree. But then
yes.
again, you could argue, when a son, when I, how can I explain this? I'm trying to word it out so it kind of makes sense, but then I'm gonna do it terribly doing it. Hold on. So like, step sibling is like a. You can have a step sibling is like when they've just come from the other side of the family, like you said. Like they were already
So,
existed, but they got
so for
married into your
example,
family.
yeah. So for
The mom married or
example,
dad married into the family.
yeah. So for example, like if the father had two wives, then the kids are step siblings.
They'll be half brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so it'll be like
I
a
don't know
stepbrother.
about
Yeah.
but I don't know about the marriage thing. No, not the marriage thing. The like if it's adopted, I don't know what's up in that case.
It would still technically be a stepbrother or stepsister.
Yeah, but I think I don't know paper wise. I think the paper would say that they are not like step siblings. They're like siblings. I guess I don't know.
Possibility. As long as they've shared the same DNA with one of the parents, then I guess
Yeah.
they're both half siblings.
Folky!
Okay, bye.
Flew away into the sky, never to be seen again. In the arms of an angel.
You know that you know that is considered you know that is legit considered one of the saddest songs ever.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, but then now that everyone has memed it to death, you can barely take it seriously. It's either you're about to start smiling or you've literally laughed already.
Nope.
Because I think one of the saddest songs is Everybody Hurts.
Yes.
Because no matter what situation you're in, you just feel horrible after hearing that song. I was like, granted, it's a good song.
Word of advice: never read the comment section of those kinds of videos.
You sure did go to pains coming.
You're gonna be bawling your heart out.
What a price.
I closed my eyes for all of 10 seconds, and opened them back up. And I just saw a really weird, like, imagery of Kratos wearing glasses for like a split second. And I was like, what? What type of mods have you been putting on this game? Oh, it's like, do you think Atreus would look good in a business suit?
I'm gonna be real with you. Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene where I have enough.
Calm and reasonable.
Calm and reasonable, yes, I smite thee,
Forge
and then walk
ahead.
out.
Unintended, I imagine.
I'm pretty sure I've already read this, but whatever. And
He doesn't have to read it again.
Okay, we're doing just fine.
Hang on. Almost got it. There.
Have you forgot to a major
Well,
plot
come
point?
on in,
Not really.
stranger.
I never do get used to that trick.
Me neither.
Locals up ahead. Act civilized.
Because what, this is gonna be like a 30 minutes a pop? Near enough, like how Kakarot ones
Your
are.
nattering, you snake-sucking mommy milksops with protective gears. Ain't you never seen a legend in the flesh before?
I mean, you're
Should
standing
we-
in the presence of one.
Should we tell him?
Well, that ain't.
Nah, let him figure it out.
Because there's a, I may not be the brightest bulb in the room, but I am starting to put But I am starting to put 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, wait. Sindri didn't want Brock to know, and now... Oh.
Do you know why?
He said it. He said it in a previous episode with Atreus, don't you remember? When they went to summon Jormungandr, and later while they were coming back, Sindri told Atreus, he's like, by the way, here's what happened with me and Brock at some point, and then he's like, he died and I couldn't like fully revive him, so it's kind of not easy for me to tell him.
No grappling up that way.
True.
Why don't you look around
Because
and see
of
if there's a way to
meddling, which
lift
does,
this
which
lift?
So that's why
opposes the canon event.
I don't know about the blue part. Also, should we be talking about canon events? Because we don't know who has seen and who hasn't seen it.
I just said canon events. I wasn't referring to that specific thing you're talking about.
I definitely wasn't talking about the thing that we are all talking about that we did not speak about.
Oh my days, spoiler warnings, everyone, just in case.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That movie is way too fresh out of the oven. I am not doing that.
Oh, but then Sonic was okay.
Sonic gets a pass.
What do you mean Sonic gets a pass?
Well,
Started spoiling the entire film, where people said, I don't want to hear spoilers.
alarmed to see Brock than they were to see you.
Oh, there we go.
Seem surprised.
I wonder who was the first person to spoil.
You just give me the signal when you're ready.
Where's my phone at? I'm gonna find that now. Who's the first person who made spoilers?
I'm pretty sure spoilers have existed since for friggin' ever.
Well, that got the gate open, but you kind of need to be up here to use it, you dig?
And then the one guy's like, "Oh, you spoiled that play." Then they talked about it. The other one guy's like, "You spoiled the play."
Of course, now the gate's closed.
Oh.
Hey, I got the crank covered. You do the other stuff. Look around, find an angle. Ain't this what you do?
Shut up, man.
Oh, we are very close.
Ah, promising.
Turn it.
Copy that.
How do you tell someone that they died?
There you go.
You don't, normally. Because I'd hope you wouldn't have to be in that scenario to be like, oh, by the way, you died at some point.
Come on through and get those cables.
No, I mean, like, imagine... I know this is a terrible idea, but, like, imagine you're at the hospital, and an accident happens. And then, like, after the accident, the doctor and everyone around you is like, oh, thank God you're okay, and you're like, am I missing, like, a limb or something? Why are you all looking at me like that? And the doctor straight up looks at it, and the doctor looks at you, and he's like, well, you kind of died for a bit, so...
You just kind of stopped breathing, your heart was gone, there's no... You felt like your hands were getting colder, and then for a miracle that occurred, the jolt of life came back to your body.
What you're waiting for?
Which was
I'm
nothing.
right here. Take that nest
Yeah,
out
you want to
so
get
the
rid of
thing
that
can
nest
move.
first.
That's why we're up here, remember? Finally! Now we can ride on up to the fort. Come on! The lady's waiting. Hey, got another riddle for you.
Oh nah,
What
Blade,
gets
Blade,
bigger,
have you
the
seen the
more
Mighty
you
Key
take
video where they were talking about,
Well, let's see. Abstract.
they started talking about the Xbox
Appetite?
Direct, or
No,
the
that
State
doesn't
of Play.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is the
It's like,
funniest thing. I'm
that
telling you.
clever?
It's like this, I'll be back when you take another L! The game runs at 30 FPS. I'm back! That wasn't even 10 seconds and he comes back.
Nah, this year Xbox, yo, they took a hit.
I mean, it's like the most important game for any video game trial. And now, what? There's
Now, I'm gonna
some
be real.
places you can find much.
I'm gonna be real with you. Brock just made a riddle. He said, "What gets bigger the more you take away?" I'm legit trying to figure that out.
Oh,
Well, with the pressure stuff?
No, he said, "What gets bigger the more you take out?" I'm like,
Grab some what? The wind?
No, you idiot! The sound of the wind. How?
you know what's the only stupid thing I can think of right now?
what?
The Dende. You know why?
Don't
Why?
think it gets
Because the less action the Dende has, the bigger it gets by horniness.
Watch and
Oh
learn.
my days.
See? Dwarven magic's all about the
I
intangible.
hope you ended that out.
The
When you actually
relationship
come to the
between the
editing
stuff
part,
what
I
you
beg.
can touch and what you can't.
I beg thee.
It's about understanding.
Understanding
So you're
what?
gonna capture that, bro? What?
Did this man
Nature
just...
of the thing's more
He
important.
captured the sound of the wind.
My man said, "Yo, it's too noisy out here, too windy. Let me just..." There we go. I'm like, okay. Yo, we got a sink that keeps dripping. Can you do that on that real quick?
Hang on.
I don't know how to tell you this, Poos, but you died.
Yeah, hit me already.
And I have about
Gonna break you down for parts and sell your hide to trade 'em.
or well 7. I
So
think.
this lady
Yeah, one more
there,
left.
The Lady of the Forge. Ain't a more magical creature in this whole realm.
I was close enough. You know what I thought she was called?
Since I was knee-high to a
Who?
Noken.
I thought she was called the Lady of the Lake, but probably that's a British thing.
But today's finally the day.
I say British because I'm pretty sure the Lady of the Lake literally gave King Arthur his sword, so... TK? TK?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I got goosebumps on my fingers.
Why, bro, I've never seen you so.
So whatever happened on that day when
Are
like
you nervous?
and I played Street Fighter 6 with TK?
It went pretty smoothly, all things considered. I mean, he
No,
was
Marta
mad
just-
at... He was mad as fuck at me for playing Modern, but whatever.
What?
You know, so you threw up a whole
That'll
mic.
not work.
Huh? What is it this time? Out of the way. Let me look. Oh, fuck no. Do I gotta fix everything in this dang city my own self? I'm gonna need a couple of things. Follow me. Yeesh, if this place ain't in some disrepair. It's disrespectful, I tell you. I need that axe of ours to go kiss that material out yonder. The spiky silvery stuff.
TK?
You'll figure it out.
TK?
Yes, I'm still here.
This lady, what does she do?
Well,
I said yes
we'll
last time,
see
unless you didn't
soon
hear me.
enough, won't we? I know this though. If we're real lucky, she'll give us her blessing. Doesn't give them to every piece, but the ones she does, there's something to behold.
The axe?
Well, that particular process was a whole nother cluster hump. Maybe sometime I'll spin you that tale.
Okay. Chop chop.
Don't be shy now. Come on.
So, produce. My man said, I'm gonna give you half an hour. If you're not ready in half an hour, I'll just kill everyone.
Easy. the only one who ever got my highbrow sense of humor. Damn fine woman she was. Apart from her taste in men, of course.
I beg your pardon.
Now I need a chunk of that bronze material over by all that busted up wood.
This feels like an unnecessary... Hang on a second. This just feels like an unnecessary whatchamajig, doesn't it?
Side quest.
Yeah.
Save your extra effort for when it's personal. Like for when you finally get to show the lady who you are. Wow, Goaty, you sure did give up on that riddle in a hurry.
I give up nothing. Gets bigger the more you take away, is it?
That's right.
Sorted. It's desire.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope? Desire only grows when you take away the thing you desire. All right, it's not perfect, but let's hear your answer.
Oh, you won't get it out of me that easy. All right, let's get back to business. One more.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
I see no forge.
You don't see the form of a forge.
Because
I'm telling you, TK never gives, like...
I was almost following him for a moment there.
Okay, let's see what we got. This is the same music that played when we saw Jormungandr.
Where's the forge?
Here she comes.
Oh,
Well, shit. I don't think she cares. Okay, so a spear and a ring. And that's how we get the spear.
She needs the final ingredient. The blood of a god. Give her your hand.
Okay. Just a prick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank God. Okay, that's cool.
oh,
Whoa.
That's even cooler. Oh, and that's how, okay. Nice. So that was basically the Omega, you know, for God of War, and the Spartan logo, you know, A thing that they have on their shields. So basically she's like, okay, so you're a God of War and a Spartan at the same time. Nice.
Now look at that.
For the record, this is,
Forgotten.
hmm?
Ma'am, it would be an honor if you might bless it for us. Are you,
Now this scene right here.
hello?
She's like, bye bye.
What was that? Shit, like I weren't even here.
Mermaids don't speak to our corporeal bodies. They speak to a part of our soul.
Oh
Part
shit.
Specifically, you might be missing.
I think we just spilled. I think we just straight up told him.
Fuck! Damn it, Sindri, you lying cat scrubber! I knew it. I died. I fucking died! The fuck you want?
It needs a blessing.
Yeah, well, the one to give us the blessing just fucked off into the tomb.
Man's like, the fuck you want?
It needs
The blessing went into the kill.
What?
Yo, I've never seen Kratos be such a bro. Like,
I
ever.
haven't that like damn this is
The
legit.
blessing wouldn't mean squat.
It is the nature of a thing that matters, not its form.
Is that cape flowing in no wind?
I was
Sorry, that was just so distracting.
I was literally, yo, you beat me by 1 second. I was literally about to say, why is the cape floating? There's no wind. Wherever I go, the wind follows.
The wind follows. Apparently, even down here into the depths of the sea.
Yo, Kratos is being wholesome right now.
May this weapon strike true. May it be wielded with wisdom. May it be put down when its job is done.
Yo, Kratos is just being wholesome right now.
He is.
This is the best thing I've ever seen him do.
My man said, we don't need the blessing of a mermaid.
We need the blessing of a blacksmith, a worthy blacksmith.
Now you know I can't let you take our new gal home without giving her a twirl.
Yeah, I know.
Volunteer!
I'm not gonna lie, when I finally unlocked this weapon, I loved it.
You know, this is why. Damn.
Jeez, man.
Ain't your first time with the spear, I reckon.
It is the first
He
weapon
doesn't
that's
have
taught
to
to
like
learn.
the beer spills to be. Rock goes like fuck Brett. Then he just goes like the fuck you.
You know the thing is, I was, because remember when I accidentally spoiled the weapon for you? And
I tried to push that out of my mind so hard, I'm not gonna lie. And it worked, because I didn't remember getting the spear.
and whatchamacallit, and I told you, because when I did the New Game Plus thing, I was like, no, not the New Game Plus, when I got, you know, the New Game Plus save from YouTube, I can't English right now. Also, hang on a second, I need to check how much time we got.
How we doing?
Hang on a second.